Uh,
Hi, Kim.
Hi, how is everybody? Sorry, we're running just a little few minutes behind. It's a full moon. I don't know.
Yeah,
Things
it's the
are,
moon. Blame it on the moon.
yeah. I blame everything on the full moon, especially full moons. But this one is pretty cool. This is a Gemini full moon. We had it overnight at 3:44 in the morning on the East Coast. So,
Oh
but
yeah,
right
weren't you up dancing?
I was up actually.
Yeah, me too. Actually,
and and this moon it's Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Expansive. It's a visionary. It wants to create. It wants to go. That's kind of like that energy. You can feel it in the background a little bit today. That I got to go. I got to do something. And there's nothing wrong with that because this is our whatever is motivating you internally is your soul. So if I think if anything, it's going to help us release because it's a full moon. It's illuminating what we're trying to uh, evolve out of, right? And that would probably be our lack of faith and belief because Sagittarius is about, doing it anyway. No matter how scared I am, no matter how many people tell me I'm wrong, it is following your own inner guidance, your own soul, and taking those chances and going for it. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because just a few hours later we had a fire trine, fire trine in Leo in like in I think Mars and Leo, Chiron and Aries, and that was set in 26 degrees of the galactic center. So that's the higher consciousness information coming in, giving you the courage, the passion, the strength, and the ability to take action, to go forward on whatever this thing is that is in your heart that you want to experience. And it doesn't, we're still early in stages. We're still releasing. This whole year's about recreating ourselves, who we are in these new energies. The new energies keep flowing in, the solar activity and all the aspects of the planets, but we can experiment. It's like we don't have to worry about, oh, I'm tied to this one thing. If I do it wrong, I'm a piece of crap or something. I wouldn't look at it like that. Excuse me. I would take chances, because this is kind of that energy. Sagittarius wants to, yeah, they're fun. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. What do you gonna say,
well,
Diane?
right? Internet interference.
Internet interference. You got a candle. You want to burn something.
I want to burn something. All right. I'm telling you. So today was a hijack day. Not sure why. My moon's in Sagittarius. My sun is in Gemini. Don't get it.
What do you mean? What degree is your moon? What degree is your moon?
Four.
And
Actually, it's at five.
oh, and let me say this first. Happy birthday, Diana, Princess Diana.
Trombones.
Birthday was on the ninth. Oh, and on the ninth, on her birthday, Jupiter left Gemini. He had been there for a year and entered Cancer. So
Oh,
Cancer is this is a Jupiter ruled moon, but Jupiter actually went into Cancer. So this is about feeling what it is that brings you that joy, that you want to go experience things. So yes, happy birthday, Diana.
thank you.
You don't
Because
want to
when
hear me
it
singing.
did that, it went into my creative forces. And I was
Wait.
so relieved because it goes, when it went in there, it was sitting on my
Happy
Venus.
birthday.
Sorry, I had to look at it. Thank you, thank you. It was on my Venus, which finally Venus in
Wait, what was
Cancer.
okay, Venus in Cancer. Is that what you have your Venus in? Cancer?
My Venus is in Cancer at 2 degrees, so
Oh,
it
cool, cool.
immediately lit up because it was released. It went ahead of my that 29-degree Uranus that I have in Gemini. They've been sitting there together for such a long time.
Mm,
As Uranus is sitting on my Taurus. This is my 29-degree Mars in Taurus. So these were the energies which many of you are probably feeling them anyway. But this was intense because they were at 29 degrees on 29-degree planets in the chart, in personal chart. So with that, there wasn't any momentum. Mars wants to get going, but he's already stuck in Taurus. Uranus is a fixed planet in a fixed sign in a fixed house because for me it's the eighth house. So Uranus says, no, we're just going to sit right here and we're going to keep blowing this shit up
mm.
over and over and over again, which is exactly what's been happening because, well,
Okay.
because, no, the solar flares, which we had some today, just because everything was going very smoothly. Anyway, so when Jupiter got off of my Uranus, which is at 29 degrees of Gemini, the fixed planet Uranus is in the mutable house 9 and the mutable sign Gemini, and it wants to make change, but Uranus is fixed. And it is saying, no, you have to do your Saturn here. You know
Not
that
yet. Yeah.
because my Saturn's in Virgo. So
Mm,
so Saturn in Virgo is, in a um, sextile to that Cancerian Uranus, and that is like, no, you got to do the Saturn stuff first before you can do anything. And so when Jupiter finally got ahead of Uranus, though they are still conjunct, he's ahead of Uranus. So now he's stepping into rulership. And even at 0 degrees, that's a powerful degree because
very.
it's the
Mm-hmm.
baby. It's the baby. The baby cries. You got to feed it. You got to change its diaper. You got to rock it. You got to burp it. You got to do all these little things for the baby who can't help himself. So it's a very powerful degree that calls upon assistance. And
Right.
Venus, loving in Cancer, is willing to give that creative assistance. What can I do next to comfort you? What can I do next to comfort you? And I was able to get to the canvas and brushes, which I've had such a blockage
Mm-hmm.
since February because of those two planets.
Mm-hmm. And isn't that the truth though? Like all of us have an individual chart, and it, both of our information is down if you would like to get a reading from us. But
Yeah.
we all have a place in our chart that is like got the brakes on, and a lot of parts of the chart want to press the gas, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know which way to go. So but it's okay. Like this year isn't about jumping out. It's when you know it, when you feel it, and it's time to make it do an action. That's perfect. And that fire trine is really going to inspire us like to do what we can with, even if we have a blockage in the chart. I mean, we're always doing stuff. But let's say hi to everybody real quick. Hi,
Sure.
Mary Starshine. um Hi, Gina's Place. And Jamie Gilbert said hi. Was so crazy the last full moon. Yeah, all of a sudden things make sense. Yeah, and that was that Scorpio full moon. So that was releasing a lot of the things that we didn't really know was in our way. Hi, Maria's Perfect Health.
Well, and
Lori Hunsinger. Let's see, Rossi. Hi, Rossi. Lisa Foster. Good to see you. oil painter. And let's see, make sure I know I missed somebody. Hold on. I'm way up. I'm up. Randy's here. Sal Rods. Hi, Sal. I haven't seen everybody in a while. I've been like hiding out. I've been in my cancer shell. See, that's what happens. KSZ, good to see you. Yeah, the cancer shell can really. And now that Jupiter's in there, though, I do feel a lot better. You know,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Oh, because that's my only 30 degrees away sign.
It's
The
pretty
half of the
good.
half.
Yeah. But
So,
this,
yeah,
this,
I mean, it's important for all of us
yeah,
to understand what you have in Cancer or what you have that is in aspect to Cancer. And this Jupiter's going to be there for a year.
yeah.
And
It's
that
gonna.
includes maybe a little bit, he's a little bit shorter this year, I think.
Don't you think that's a good thing though for the collective? Like, I think more people are gonna get into their fields and really speak out against any kind of uh, tyranny. You know, like people aren't gonna put up with being suppressed with
Right.
Jupiter there.
Because Jupiter is there to expand.
That
And
makes
in
sense.
that expansion, what's going to happen? He's in the sign of mothering. And
Hmm.
people know that mother has to discipline. Mother must discipline. Whether it's Gaia, who hits us with a big thunderstorm because we're abusing her, or your own mother who says, time out, go sit on the stair. You think about what you just did.
I was a cancer mom, and I was so easy on the discipline.
Oh,
I would talk it out first because I have a Cancer Mercury too. So Jupiter and my Mercury are sitting next to each other, and I kept feeling this all week. Like I'm going to hear something interesting this week. Man, I had a phone call yesterday which blew my mind. It's crazy how this stuff really happens in real time, and it was exact. Mercury was exact on my Mercury in Cancer yesterday when I was getting this phone call. So it's like you can't make that up, you know?
oh
Can't.
yeah, that Mercury stuff too, right? He's already
Yes.
in Cancer. He's going so fast.
Yeah,
So,
he's already
yeah,
past me.
right? So when he's, what is it, June 29th, June 30th, he moves into Leo
Leah,
already.
yeah, yeah,
So, boom, he's done with three signs. He started out in Gemini. Well, yeah, he started out at the beginning of the year. But, I mean, he in June, he's going through three signs.
yeah. Fast. He's going fast and furious. But this is the time that we've all been waiting for. Like that Gemini new moon, the last one, was when things we started hearing things and we could just use the external world. We heard a lot of stuff is going on. There's a lot of action in the communications, but we knew, we kept saying this summer, this June, we're going to feel that we're out of the mud, where we have kind of an idea and where we want to go or what we want to experience. So this is really starting to open up all those doors, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, Jupiter likes being there because he wants to have some fun and be loving and nurturing
Mm-hmm.
himself.
That's her.
And he rules Sagittarius, where the moon is right now. So, yeah, I've got all of my globes. Some are hanging in the window, but I've got a lot of crystal balls on the mantle up there right now.
Yeah, I grabbed
Oh,
this
and
one.
I
I was
got
like,
a huge smoky quartz and a huge pink quartz.
oh, let's see. You want to show us? I love
Well,
the
I,
crystals.
you'd have to look at the mess. No, I don't know if I can get that over there to the. Well,
Oh man, I
I
love your window. I love your windows stuff. All the
well, I
stained
think
glass.
I thank you. I thank you. I have to do some plaster work here soon.
Oh, I can't see all that. I just see the pretty
Well,
windows.
this was the room that had another room that had a terrible leak. Because you know
It
how that
was.
You never just get one leak, you get a bunch of them.
Right. And wasn't it crazy last couple of years for water damage, water leaks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us. And here we
Mm-hmm.
go again, back into back into. Oh, you can't make it right. They're going backwards again. July 7th or the 4th of July, Neptune goes retrograde, so he's going back into Pisces, and Saturn's going to go retrograde on the 13th, 18th,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going back into Pisces. So
What
yeah,
happened?
and then we've already got Saturn July 13th. And he's
Yeah.
only going to be at 1 degrees of Aries. So that Neptune and Saturn conjunction is going to continue all through this retrograde, as well as all through going back into Aries in February of next year.
Yeah. Those two are hanging out together for a while. And that's really the driver of our new era, right? Because that's right on that world point. That's that
No,
creation point back
July
and forth.
7th is the eclipse, and that's when Uranus moves into Gemini.
I know I can't wait till
And
Uranus
right, it's
moves.
a total lunar eclipse.
That's on the 7th of July. What and
And then the 21st is the solar eclipse, which
that's it. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So they're
yeah,
both well, they're both in Cancer. One's Cancer. You mean that is going to be so cool because that Cancer brings in the love for others too, because they nurture. They want to comfort people, and we get the whole all of humanity in that vibe. That's good for humanity. We start to come together and speak our truth.
so July, think about the things that can come towards us in July because Venus is going to go into Gemini. And so she's still going to be in that 30-degree range to Jupiter because he's going to spend a year there. He's not going to be moving that fast.
Mhm.
So on the 4th of July, she egresses into Gemini, and Uranus egresses into Gemini on the third on the
Seven,
say the same day.
7, 7. Yeah, seven,
Yeah,
seven. That's
seven
that's the
seven.
me. That's,
Just my son, my oldest son, was supposed to be born on 7/7/77,
oh
but
my God.
no, he had to wait until 10 p.m. Yeah, was it 10? Yeah, 10:48 on 7/8/77.
Oh,
So
well,
I
it's
remind him of that every year. But
still
he's a Cancerian, right? So his moon is his planet, and he was delivered by Dr. Moon,
that's pretty cool. That's
right?
pretty cool. I love that. I love that. Again, so the astrology is always in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you.
Oh, that's Neptune stations retrograde on the 4th, also with as Venus makes her move.
Neptune. Okay, so Venus moves into Gemini, and Neptune starts its retrograde.
Yes.
Neptune in Aries will go
Yeah.
back over that 0 degree Aries, 29 Pisces at beginning first and last degree of the zodiac, and then
So,
Saturn will do the same.
right. So Aries to Gemini is a sextile. So there
Mm,
will be this bounce between them.
yeah. It's nice energy, I think. And Angela's here. Hi, Angela. Cardamanti Mystique
Oh,
and
you made
Gina.
it.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Angela and I did a show a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago about coping in times of chaos.
Right.
And, I'm going to bring her back and we're going to do some more of that stuff because I
We
don't know. I keep hearing on this, like this, well, and we can see it, right? It's starting already that June would trigger the truth to come out. And we're hearing the truth about the election results were manipulated, right? And I think this is going to play out for the summer,
we keep saying
maybe.
it's the beginning of the end. Well, now it's the end of the beginning, and we're in the middle stretch.
I know it. I don't know where we are, but we're being stretched. That's for sure. Oh my God, it feels like
That's,
like you're Gumby.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. To say the
Hi,
least.
Janet. Fort Worth here. Hi, Janet. Oh my goodness. What planet means money's coming in? Lisa Foster, Taurus.
Yes.
Taurus, Venus, Taurus,
Venus,
depending where they are.
Taurus. So in the
Yes.
second house, the house of Taurus is how you get your money. And Taurus is all about the secret sauce and the pleasures and the expensive satin sheets and juicy stuff.
The
And Taurus
comforts.
and
Yeah,
comfort of absolutely.
of
But what's
everything.
across from there is the eighth house Scorpio. And
Scorpio.
in the eighth house Scorpio is rulership by Pluto and Mars. And in that is where you get your money.
Hmm.
That is, people who, it's other people's money. So you have to earn it. Whether it's an inheritance
Or work.
or, right. So,
Hmm.
so what's in your eighth house? What's
Hmm.
in your second house? Which will
Hmm.
help you. And if your Taurus aligns with your second house, and then if your Venus
Hmm.
aligns with your second house, well, you got a triple. What did they used to call that at the racetrack? The trifecta?
Oh, a trifecta.
Now you
Any
got, right? You got three things working for you. The
right.
other aspects can present the challenges, but you've got three things that if you use your brain putting that together, you're going to be able to see yay or nay. Should I do crypto? Do safe crypto. Don't do the stupid stuff. It's a game. Doesn't mean that crypto doesn't work. It's just right now, it's just a game we play.
Yeah, and it's a good place to money launder is what they're doing. They're money laundering through crypto. That's all that dark. That's the dark money. But and I just wanted to say to Lisa Foster, if the eighth house, second house, or Taurus, Scorpio, those two things have Jupiter by them in your money house. Ooh, you know,
Could also be big bills because when you got to
true.
watch. You
Yeah,
got to watch
true,
it.
true.
What goes out and what comes in. How you get to do it,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, and we got to have, that's where coming into our, which I think most of us here know because we're higher consciousness community. And thank you always for coming and hanging out with us. We love it. We love to feel your energy. We love to have these talks with you.
And
Um,
I,
it's important to be in integrity, to be honest, to be ethical. As long as you're those things, money will flow to you easier. It does seem though like people who are pretty crappy people are have a lot of money, and I don't
so I also look at the 10th
nefariously. Do you say that?
about, well, I also look at the 10th house to see about
Mm.
money going out because what is the 10th house?
Mhm.
Saturn, Capricorn, that's its rulership. Doesn't mean that's what's in there in your chart, but that 10th house is pay your bills or your credit score is going to go and you're not going to get anything that you need. You're not going to get that loan. You're not going to get that um, mortgage for the new house.
But and there again, 10th house, what you do for a living, what you're passionate about, what those all those things, all that stuff mates. Yeah, Angela, crypto is lotto, right? All those things are dependent upon us making good decisions. Oh, she wants her. I want my business to be successful in work. I don't need to do any of the crypto or Bitcoin or anything like that. Right.
Good.
Your business is working and it's going to grow. Like you got to think this is the time of growth now for you. Um, I will look at your chart later and show you where for sure.
Yeah,
Hi, Gina.
right. Like I have a client whose gaming right now.
Mm,
But things are working out for him with this. But that, like, I wouldn't take the chance. I'm not in
right.
a position to go buy a dollar lottery ticket. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna touch
Uh,
another chance, you know?
I never was a gambler. I could never do.
Yeah,
I'm too tense on that. I ruined my own luck.
right? Getting in the car is enough of a gamble.
Right? That's exactly where I'm at. Oh my gosh. And yes, want to do little, just, do a little ceremony. Call in these things because this is an expansive moon. If you want to bring in more business, Lisa, or more money, or however you want to state it, light a candle, speak it into existence, bring those energies towards you. And I always say, in the highest vibration of unconditional love and truth, no matter what I am asking for.
Mhm.
Um, Trust in a divine plan. I was getting that all day, because this part of the journey is where we got to let go and let our let Mother, Father, God, let our spirit team, let our higher self guide us, and it's doing that by our heart. Now, Lisa, I bet your heart. I know this is what you love to do. Your business is, taking care of animals. You love that. Open that into that when you're speaking into that candle. This I love doing this. Show me the next best step. Show me the next best way to open this up. And then we let it go. We let the candle burn, talk to it. I put cinnamon and uh, sea salt, bay leaves, and burn the candle. I burn it in an orange usually, and I did the cinnamon ritual too, where I blow the cinnamon into the front door today. Um, any of those things help
Yeah.
us
Well, it's funny how
bring
it works.
energy. Yeah.
I have a $20 bill on a copper mandala, and then on top of that, I have a pyramid
Oh,
that
cool.
has all the, metal and all that stuff in it for EMF protection. And all of a sudden, I can't think of what it's called. But what I did this time with my bay leaves was I roasted carrots and onions and celery for a 3-day feast. That's how much I made.
Oh,
And
wow.
I put bay leaves in there and I just spoke my intention over it and I put 4 bay leaves in there. One, and as I set it up, like I have this big, oh, is Forenza? Is that the company's name? I can't remember the company's name, but it's
What is
Tuscany. It
it?
comes from Italy, and it has
Uh,
four directions in the handles. It's
oh, I
big
love it.
clay,
Yeah.
and so I put those in the directions where the handles were. When I put them in the oven, I made sure that all of that was facing in correct direction. So it was, Tob Tob. Tob Tob is the bear, the 4 directions.
Yeah, the four directions are good. I have crystals that represent that in their own way, and I have one of those pyramids that I put on top of my little altar. That is my manifest. It's my constant. I keep it going. It's my um, manifestation altar. But
Oh,
it isn't even just money. It's about calling in the resources, the prosperity, abundance for the resources I need in every moment. That's how I word it. I don't say like give me $10,000 or anything like that. Go ahead.
yeah. So this I pulled Lamb Island
Oh,
for, and this is for Lisa Foster, and of course our gentle little animals that we take care of, right? And it is
Lamb Island. Oh,
racism. So follow
that's
your instinct, not only for the business, but when you're handling them, and listen to your
mm,
inner ear.
mm,
Authentic listening,
yeah.
which is, Vesta and Juno, you're your first partner. Vesta is your first heart.
Investors in doing something. Mary Starshine's asking if
Yes,
it was
thank you.
organized. I know I have organite pieces, and I always forget the name of it.
Yeah, but yes, that's what it is.
If anyone wants any cards read or anything, this is like let's talk about our biggest wishes and dreams.
Oh,
Bring in
yeah.
the joy. Let's dance around. Maybe we get Diana to dance. I don't know or sing.
Don't you
Um,
feel like it's time for a
yes,
little celebration?
yes,
I mean, goodness, we have been
we've
for so
been in it.
long.
Oh my goodness. And then I got this law of grace. Be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace. So anything that was, hanging on us that we want to release, just let it dissolve. To see it dissolving. Hi, Ruby Red Slippers.
Hey,
Uh, Jamie Gilbert would like a card for her new job. Okay, let's get that. You're welcome, Lisa. Where am I going to pull Jamie? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's time to celebrate, do some fun things and experience joy. Like I was thinking that today, like I don't need, I mean, I have a really nice life and I'm very grateful for it, but I don't look for fun. To me, this is fun. Like
yeah,
looking at
well,
cards and stuff is fun,
there's
but
no doubt about that.
being with you all is fun, but I don't think about it like that. Like it's been so serious every month that it was just like, okay, we gotta release some more stuff, you know. Shungite, oh, I love it.
Oh,
Shungite, got a
fortunate.
piece here, got a piece there. Yeah, this is good for getting rid of anything negative. Shungite, obsidian. Oh, this is Jamie. You got a great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. And this is exactly what Sagittarius wants us to do. Take a risk. The Sagittarius full moon. See
Yes,
what
I
else
want
we got.
a little
And
flow out with
and
this too.
crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, Jamie. You see that full moon on the top of the bridge?
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
I feel this is going to be a good move for you. Did you already get the job, Jamie? You already have it? Oh, I would love a card for my new job. Or are you looking for a new job? Both are, from my reading, are really good going forward for you.
I think you
And
need a couple of tarot cards in there with this.
there you go. See, Donna knows what's up. She knows what's up. Follow our gut. That's what we do. Dinah has a good guidance, good gut. And pay attention to the dreams. Now, I know Diana and Allie and Terry and Kelly Healer have the dream show on Tuesdays. Very important. Our dreams are revealing a lot to us. I'm sure you guys already know that. Um, let's see.
So I've got the Knight of Wands, whom is
Nice.
he's the true knight. So this, to me, this is Jupiter,
Yeah.
and this is Sagittarius because he's the centaur in in that sign, and right now the moon is finishing up his stay there. And then from the Rebecca card deck, what's that called? Starseed Oracles. We've got We the Hathors, which is about deep love, mother's milk, birth
Oh,
as a portal. So this is the beginning of the new job, right?
yeah. Look what she wrote. It came out of the blue like magic this weekend.
You can't make it up.
You really
The
did.
blue flame, hon.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
And the little message that goes with it is spontaneous awakening, activation, integration. It's integration time. I love that you have that T there.
Yeah.
So all of these, look at this. That's perfect. Out of the blue, new beginnings. And this is you going forward because of it.
Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I think you're gonna. It feels really good, Jamie. It does. Like this, whatever's coming in now. Hi, Karen. And whatever doors are opening, coming in now for us. It's time. It's time to move forward, and we can. It might be a scary thing, but those even those are actually going to open up doors for us to another especially a perspective. You want to think of it like that. We do have a couple of squares going on. Well, we have the the nodes. The nodes are both in a square with who am I with? Oh my God, Diana, I just lost my mind. Okay, they were a square with the full moon. So if there is like a square will give us a pause. It'll push us in another direction, So um if anyone else would like cards, let us know. Yes, expand, Jamie. It is. It's all about expanding.
Right.
Yeah, very cool. Oh, and you're starting soon. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What's Ruby Red Shippers? We are of an age that every day is fun to see my face in the morning mirror. Oh, that's cute. Why is it coming? There it is.
Especially since I've drawn a clown face and that's where I plant my lips.
You draw a clown.
Just kidding.
See, she's having fun. Gotta have fun. This is the time. Let's open up those doors. The
Right.
more we can bring joy in and
Right.
fun brings all that other energy in.
I've waited many, many years to be able to sing this as my theme song. 76 trombones in the big parade with 110 clarinets close behind. They were followed by rows and rows, and that's where I forget the words. Karaoke, right?
Oh my gosh, I love it. 76 trombones. So I'm taking you turned 76 and you don't look it. Think we well, I don't think any of us. I think we're all reverse aging because our the solar flares are helping remove all the density, but as they remove it, they bring in light codes into our DNA that helps us heal and um, become physically stronger, healthier. A lot, a lot of that's going on. You said there was a solar flare today? There were solar flares or solar flares?
Yep, and it is a very strange filament, and we had a filament go off on the 7th.
Yeah.
And of course I had a reaction. And it was enough that I was in tears on Sunday, but I woke up Monday morning and something cleared with that one. Now, when
That
there's a
was that Jupiter going into
well, that
Cancer.
that absolutely that too, but with the filament, it's different. It
Hmm.
ribbon of a stream that comes off, but it hit me differently. It like somebody snapping you with a towel or
Yeah,
taking a whip at you.
yeah.
It's not this big gamma ray blast all at once, but that's still in there. And in that gamma ray or X-ray or whatever kind of plasma is involved as it comes through and becomes these other things, they're protons.
Protons, neutrinos, all of that. Yeah, it's crazy.
And
There's
when
another song for you, Diana Mary Starshine put up here.
oh yeah, Dill Daddy. And he died today.
Yeah. He transitioned. Yeah, he just dropped this body.
So, anyways, when those protons reach the ionization band, that's when they mess with our DNA. Now, the ionization band can go up 3 layers as well as the layer
Mhm.
below us. And when it does that, it is messing with our DNA.
Yep.
So that is an easy way to explain autoimmune issues and why people thought they needed to wear a tinfoil hat. Who's going to put
Mhm.
electricity in the house in a wire? Are you? You're going to blow the world up. Well, it took a little bit more than that to blow the world up, but guess what? All that bomb testing that they were doing, especially in the late 40s, 50s, 60s, that really messed with us because those are gamma rays. Those are proteins being shot out right on the earth, right in the ionization band, right
Yeah,
above.
well, that was disturbing the force. They put disturbance in the force on purpose. I think they knew they were doing it too, but
Yeah, I mean, they can throw bombs at the sun right now. They
mhm.
throw bombs to create rain. I mean, and it is, we're all feeling it, even if you're able to not recognize it.
Absolutely. Maria has perfect health. Would love a card, please.
Absolutely.
I have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present, and that's really what this moon is talking about. This is another release of doubt, or if we have doubt in our faith and belief, parts of ourselves. Then I got surrendering to the journey, release control, more release, Maria, release, release. But then the last one was finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And this what happens when we release, our
Yeah.
our spiritual source comes in and fills in that what has been removed with what is for us, truly for us to go forward.
You can't make this up. Okay. I've been singing this song for several days. Well, I sing it a lot anyway, but for several days. This is
What
about the golden child, right?
what's it say?
There's
I'm
the
sorry.
portal. There's the big sun behind us shooting off her flares. The golden child. So, in our golden years, we're still the golden child, but but it's been I've been singing Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. We are golden. We are stardust. Wait a minute, I said that backwards. We
Yeah,
are
get back to the
stardust.
garden.
We are golden. We are billion-year-old carbon. There we
Yes,
go. I started that all wrong. And we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Woo.
I love it.
I've
I
been
love.
having a Prince concert all day today. All
Oh,
day.
cool. And
Bottom
Maria,
of the deck. Oh, loosen your grip, honey. Loosen your grip.
go ahead. Is that what you got there? Losing your grip too? Okay.
On the bottom of the deck was loosen your grip.
All
So
right.
hang on so tight. It's time for you to go have some fun. And then
Yes.
there's your inner child looking for it, right?
Aw.
Can you read that?
It says inner child, tenderness, innocence, pure gifts. And
Right.
she,
And,
that's
and,
amazing.
and loosen the grip. Go have fun. Adulting doesn't go away just because you're having fun.
Right. Right. And then I was guided to pick a card from this Magic of the Unicorn deck, and it's pretty cool. It's Ascension Lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. And you see how the unicorn and the fox and the kitty and the bird are all kind of like getting pulled up into that energy.
Is that the Diana Cooper deck? Or is that
Yeah, this one is Magic of the Unicorns, Diana Cooper. I do love her stuff. And
yeah.
Mary Starshine would love a card too. Love a
Uh,
card about coming changes.
okay.
About changes coming. Please, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, Maria, I don't do much adulting either. I don't know. I'm not serious, but I'm just really at home with the cats all the time. Really too much.
I did all that adulting when I was a child and got my mouth washed out with
Oh
soap.
my gosh. Isn't that the truth? I was more grown at 11 and 12 than I am now.
Oh, I thought I was. I had no clue I was a kid.
I didn't either. I was in charge too, which was kind of scary, but it is what it is. I was in charge of my brother.
You eat enough lava, the man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna you're not gonna know how to be an adult.
Isn't that the truth? Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
it's
I had to
wow.
learn quick.
You can't make this up. The change is coming on. Okay. Okay, this is the second time this car has come up. So
Yeah.
use your inner voice, that child of yours, the Mary Starshine. You know what I'm talking about. And I don't have to explain that. And then continue to channel your guides, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a
Mhm.
prayer mudra and
Uh,
definitely
I
channeling.
love that one. I'm always doing. It
Yes.
feels so good when you touch your palms together, and
Yes.
it does give you your energy force,
You're
inside.
right. We're electricity. So you do this enough, you've activated yourself and you can feel that bounce right inside. It's like taking two crystal points, of which I don't have two here, and spinning them in between your fingers, right? When you have the right two together, you're going to be able to gently push them together.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
Yeah.
feel the push,
You can
like it
really feel it if you
two south
do.
nodes or two north nodes. I do that with Lemurian points all the time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what I send. That's why I send them with my deck. I usually am able to magnetize them with my energy for protection till they get to you, and then
Oh,
you redo it and grace them with your magnetic energy.
love it. I was messing with your deck the other day. Let's see. Mary, I got passion and pleasure. Savor your life. So here comes the fun. And there's another full moon in here. And I got voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And look, it's her hands have the magic like Dinah was just showing. Oh, that's pretty cool. And reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. And you see that bubble? Like we're all bubbles, like you think of it as iridescent rainbow bubbles on our own journey, floating around, doing our thing.
Is that the Denise Lynn deck?
Yeah, this one's Denise Lynn. And then I
I
got
love it. I took it up to the Moon Lodge. I've been using it up there.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Then I got spiritual warrior, which this is Mary, definitely.
Yes.
Show show you are a wise leader. Command the universe.
Oh, look at the lion matching hers.
Isn't that cool? And that Leo is in Mars is in Leo. It's very potent right now.
It is. It is. And it is right there at the sun, soaking up all these protons coming its way, and
Uh-huh.
Mercury is getting in alignment with him also. And when that all lines up, that's going to be bing, bang, bong. And by then, it's going to be ricocheting onto Earth.
It really is. It's taking 12 days of solstice art experience workshop. That is really cool. Now, see, that's perfect for Sagittarius. Learning, higher learning, education, taking classes. Very good, very good.
Right?
I have a class I want to take, but man, it's pricey.
They're all, yeah.
I feel like I'm in download. Yes. very.
$3,000. Come on, man.
This one is, yeah. Just like, come on, I would love to take your class, but I can't afford that. And it's like, do you really need another class? But what, you know. Hi, Denise McMillan. Blessings, lady. May I please have a message on this magical moon, please, and thank you. Very appreciated. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. Yeah. So higher learning, but I'm always, and I know Diana's always learning too, always researching, always interested in something that you're going down a rabbit hole on.
Oh, tell
Um,
me.
yeah, I know you are, and she's doing, you know, like you said, you picked up your paints again. That's important, you know, to pick up the fun stuff. But it didn't feel fun since January. Shoot, since November. There was no fun feeling anywhere. I couldn't find one anyway, except when I'm here with y'all. You know, for the show. All right, Denise. Ooh.
Okay, so this is a strong message. So, Denise, what is it that you've got on your mind, even though
Mm.
in this magical moon? Because don't get scared when I show you these cards. The first one that came out as we were talking about him was Mars energy, right? Mars
Mm.
energy is anger, conflict, and the softening to love. So, where are you struggling right now? What is, where are you not gaining any momentum, right? Because Mars is the planet of action. And not getting the momentum you want is probably what is causing you this disturbance in your own force. Now, the next card that came out was the Hiereth, which is a longing for home. You're homesick for the stars. So,
Mm.
and we find solutions in there. Look at your chart. Look at, where your blueprint lies and what's going over them.
Mm.
If you haven't already been able to do this with your higher heart and higher mind, begin to listen to your star seeds. Right now, this upgrade, this DNA alteration that we're all going through, is trying to help us remember when we
Remember,
live in the Pleiades. When
remember who we are. Yeah, because we're so much more than, you know, we come here and our minds get wiped. We forget. But
right,
now we're in that energy where it's expanding again and we're remembering. And we're walking each other home, really are. Oh,
and
what's that?
here's your expansion, right? It's the perspective. None of this matters. Never
That was a cool card. Let me see.
never think of what they
Perspective.
do.
That's Sagittarius right there. Perspective.
So the whole message is none of this matters. Zoom out,
Mm.
common ground. Live in that common ground. And what is common ground? We're all star seeds, which takes me back to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, right?
Mm.
We're
Well, geez, I'm having the same kind of. It seems like when I felt you, Denise, it's like your heart was blocked. You
yeah,
know, and then Diana says something, and you're in. First card I got was unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be, and I was getting okay. You need, and there's solitude here. For in silence, peace prevails. I think you're making a big decision on a big change of something that you're going to release. Because you got traveling lightly, simplify your life. Is there any full moon? And they had me pull uncord relationships. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. So you see it. This unicorn is helping this. beautiful soul unhook herself from it, from another's energy. And then I got weeds. Um, Neglecting to address the weeds within will prevent you from abundantly receiving. And that is a huge message for this moon, too. Because this is what we've been doing since 2020 is release, 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 right? And there's some things that are very stuck inside of us that it's not that easy to do. You know, I'm not saying it is, but it's it comes to a point where it's at our detriment, and it's a perspective like Diana was saying earlier, you know. But I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. But it, the last card I got was Mahatma energy. Build
Ooh.
your light body, accelerate your ascensions. This is what happens when you release and let go of whatever this is that is got you anchored in a frequency you don't want to be in any longer. So it is available. It's available to all of us, but this is the whole point of why we do releases and we grow and we release to receive. But it's never, yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. It took me 50 years to release at least a lot of things, you know. Um, let's see, is there anyone else needs a card? Oh my God, love those cards. Thank you, Mary. Yes, I'd like to see Maria's artwork too, Mary. I bet it's beautiful.
Yeah, me too.
It's free. I can't do paid classes. Well, thankfully, that's cool, Maria. You got a class.
Where is free, Maria? Please tell us, tell us.
Share, share. We like the free classes.
Yeah, me too.
And I
I
was
mean,
thinking that. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
have something that I must accomplish, but that things like that help keep you stimulated. You know, those are prompts to make you do something to stretch what where you are already with your brush and paint and
Hmm. Yeah, it's I mean that we love to hear. You can if you want to put it in the chat, Maria, where you're taking free classes. I was thinking of this today because Diane and I keep saying, well, I keep saying we're gonna do a basics of astrology class, and I just haven't had it in me. I just haven't. But now I'm feeling a lot better, and
yes.
I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on creating that. That's gonna be on my channel free. It's just gonna help us all understand the basics of astrology, um, in an uplifting way. I mean, it's kind of you got to be serious about it, but it doesn't have to be dead serious. There are many classes I want to take too. Not in my budget either.
No, I mean,
Mm-mm.
especially,
I
so you
don't
said
have $700 for a class. That's the one I want to take. 700, and that's for part one. Part
ridiculous.
part one.
Oh,
I
I know.
can't.
Oh, I know. I know. I
Mm-mm.
got a scholarship back in the 90s to take a class, which was fabulous because two, the woman running this is a great astrologer, and she was connected with someone that I was connected with at the time. And
Mm-hmm.
so to have been granted that first scholarship was fantastic, but the next class I couldn't afford. Plus, it entailed for the very end of it, it entailed a plane trip, a
Oh,
ticket. I had to buy a ticket to Hawaii or to Colorado. So that was already out of my field. Plus, I was working two jobs. I had animals. So there's all that other stuff that has, and so there was no way I could do it. But when you dig, you are able to find more and more ways around all of that. Especially, even if you wanted, like, I don't care if I get certified or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
yeah.
bother
Mm,
my intelligence. And I think the world has caught up with that right now.
yeah, I
Weird
do
enough.
too.
And the truth of the matter is, for astrology, it's an open book test.
Mm-hmm.
So it's designed for if you know what you're talking about, you're going to know where to go and find an answer if you don't already know it. I love
Mm-hmm.
that 626. I have my favorite sister-in-law who's the most hilarious person on earth. Her birthday is 626.
Happy upcoming birthday,
Yeah.
Denise. Yeah, I've had to self teach most of my stuff. It just that's just where I was. I mean, and like Diana said, the world's catching up with that because if you really want to learn something, um, art doing art, I would need help understanding because I'm not artistic like that. But
Take paint, put it on your hand, and start.
I love it. I
Well,
love it.
I mean, seriously, because and then just look at it. Just look at the Jackson Pollock you just did. And when you're looking at it, what are the things that come forward? What do you see? Mountain peaks, trees,
Right.
flames. What colors did you use? So as those things begin to come out, take a brush and just start painting over that dark area and see what takes shape. That's freedom to paint. And
Yeah.
some of them aren't because I say oil painter for a reason, and because I want to paint like the masters,
Well,
which
I
is,
know. Yeah.
that's oil paint. And I'll tell you what, layering, layering paint is the trick, but it's a whole lot easier layering acrylic paints than it is layering oil.
Well, yeah,
You
oil. I
know,
wouldn't even try oil paint. I wouldn't even try.
well, I've done quite a few big deal paintings, and yeah, it's been a while since I've done, well, that's not, it's been 2 years since I finished my last oil painting. But I've
Wow.
been working with acrylics in between and since then. So I've got 5 paintings that I have to do by mid-July for somebody. Plus,
Yeah,
I'm working on this dragon I got to get finished.
the dragons. I love it. She painted me a dragon for my birthday. Let me grab it so I
Ah,
can show you.
ah, for your buddy.
For my birthday, remember?
Well, yeah, but yes, it was your birthday, but it's buddy.
And it's Buddy. Yes, my boy who passed away. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's beautiful.
Wow, I forgot how that looked. I did a good job, huh? Which one of us is frozen, you or me? Uh-oh, I think you're frozen. Where'd she go? Oh no! Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill. Well, I think that this may be a segue into saying goodnight because we have been here for an hour. It's after 8. Blessings, my friend. We will get through this. And let me just say my little closing prayer. So let's plant our feet, and we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Release. Inhale, hold at the top again, and release. And one last time. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace, so mote it be. Blessings to all of you. Enjoy what's left of Sagittarius moon, and then enjoy the rest of the month. Don't let them get you down. Bye-bye.